Hi, welcome to Chris Ryan Golf. You've joined me on the putting green here at the Belfry today, and in this video we're going to talk about the setup in the putting and giving you a really simple drill that you can do on the golf course putting green or at home, which is going to help you hold more putts when you're out on the golf course. I want you to set up this simple little experiment, okay? I've got a ball here which is probably about 7 or 8 feet away from the hole, and you can see I've got an alignment stick on the floor which is basically pointing straight at the hole. So I've set this up. It's taken me a little bit of time. I don't want you to be too concerned with if there is any break on this putt or anything like that. I just want you to set this alignment stick so it aligns directly with the middle of the hole. Okay, so I've checked that a number of times. I'm absolutely 100% convinced that if you were to draw a straight line through that alignment stick, it would hit the middle of the hole. I've then put a ball behind that alignment stick. What I want you to do is set this up on your putting green. I say you can do it at home if you want, just give yourself a target. And then what I want you to do is just take a starting position to this ball as if you're going to hit it down the alignment stick, okay? So I'm going to take my starting position here and get yourself comfortable. When you are comfortable, I want you to have a look at the hole, take your eyes straight down the alignment stick towards the hole and see what your first instincts are. Hopefully, you're going to see that the stick points at the hole. I would suggest that for many of you, more than half of you, it will appear that the stick is pointing somewhere else, maybe to the right or to the left of the hole. Now, what we've said at the start of this video is that we know 100% that alignment stick is pointing in the middle of the hole. We know that. What it therefore means is that your perception is not quite right. When you're over that ball, what you see is actually not quite right. Now, as I do this, as I take my setup here and I take my setup there, to me that alignment stick looks a little left of target. So what's going to happen on the golf course? Well, if that to me looks a little left of target, I'm certainly going to aim a little bit more to the right. Then one of two things are going to happen. Either I'm going to make a very good stroke, miss the ball on the right of the hole, or during that stroke I'm going to have to make some sort of compensatory move with the club face to get that ball to finish on target. Neither is a great option when I'm on that golf course putting under pressure and I need to make this kind of 5 or 6 footer. So how are we going to get this set up better? Well, what I want you to think about is where your eyes are relative to the ball. When I say relative to the ball, I mean in terms of above the ball, outside the ball, or inside the ball. Okay? If I am setting up with my eyes directly over the ball, let's say, there, and that to me does not look straight, it looks left or right. What I want you to have a little play around with is, does that look straighter when you move your eyes maybe more outside the ball or maybe more inside the ball? We don't want to go too extreme here. We don't want to be sort of, 2 foot inside the ball. But what you might find is that by just moving your eye line, so maybe just walking a little closer or get a little further away, you might find that that stick begins to look straight. Once you find the point where that stick begins to look straight, you have basically found your putting setup that you need to stick with for as long as you play this game, basically. There is no setup that is correct for everyone. There is no eye position which is correct for everyone. We've got to find what works for you and what enables you to see at address what is actually happening rather than a perceived vision, okay? If you are finding that that stick doesn't look straight, we absolutely have to change that. If we don't change it, you are always going to struggle on the green because your alignment is never going to be as good as we'd like it to be. So have a play around with it. You might find that you're better when your eyes are slightly outside the ball. You might find you're better with your eyes are slightly inside the ball. This is such a good test for you to do to figure out what you see and whether that's actually correct, okay? The title of this video is Don't Believe Your Eyes. This is exactly why, because what we can see from maybe this position is often different to what we see from this position. And that is really key that we understand that and we try and fix that to help us putt better, okay? So hopefully that made sense. It's a really simple exercise that you can do. I say you can do it at home, you can do it at the golf course, but it's just a really good way. And if you do it and you find that position and you find that you can get to the point where the stick looks correct, don't just leave it. Try it again in another month and another 2 months, okay? Keep on top of this because alignment can easily change, setup can easily change, and we need to make sure we're on top of it, and that's going to help us when we're on the golf course. Okay, so hopefully that video made sense. Hopefully it's something you can go ahead and try. Post in the comments box down below whether you found that helpful or whether you've had a go. Maybe it'd be interesting to see how many people find it looks right or it looks left, or how many it looks straight. It'd be interesting to know your comments. And if you haven't done already, then please subscribe to my channel. Just means that you won't miss any of the content that's uploaded weekly. Okay, so thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll see you again next time.